What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Serenity Storm checking in for your weekly astrology. I hope everybody's been doing good. I hope everybody's been doing great. You know what I'm saying? I know these, past couple weeks, these times have been pretty chaotic in a sense, and I think it's a lot going on internally for a lot of us. So things can kind of feel, kind of up and down, left and right, this way, that way. Really don't know what the fuck is going on, but we still here. So that's really all that matters. But today I will be going over Mars retrograde, as well as a little bit touching on Jupiter retrograde or Jupiter direct, but I'm actually going to make a separate video for that. So y'all just follow along with me. I am going to be doing things a little different from here on out, y'all. Hold me accountable, hold me to it for everybody that's subscribed and watching and commenting. I do appreciate y'all support. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Oh, before I do jump into it, I will be updating the website this week. Will I be? No, this is not the website. I will not be updating the website this week. It's another website that I'll be updating this week. But if you would like a personal reading from me, whether that's Mars activations or North Node, South Node activations, hit me up, araneastorm.wix.com/info, or you can follow me on Instagram and the link is there. Yeah, it's Linktree/AraneaStorm, and then all my stuff will pop up and things like that. Sit. Without further ado, let's get into it. Mars retrograde. So, we moved into this Mars retrograde. Mars and Aries have been direct for these past couple of months. We moved into actual retrograde period though, September 9th, and we will be going through this retrograde period to November 13th. It is in its home sign, I'm saying it, of Aries. And I mean, for a lot of us, I feel like, especially since Chiron's been in Aries, this has been the direct reflection of what Chiron and Aries is on a grand scale, because, Chiron really deals with the self and how we have been wounded throughout childhood and how we carry those wounds into our adulthood. But this is like the collective energy of our Chiron. No matter what your Chiron is, we're all feeling this collectively. Mars and Aries is more so like how we're dealing with asserting ourselves, our anger, our sexual drive, our sexual nature. And so when you have Mars retrograde, when you have the sign in its home sign of Aries, this warrior-like energy, this warrior-like spirit, what happens is, and I'm sorry if y'all hear noise in the background, I'm like outside in the storage closet, so just bear with me. Don't even trip. You know what I mean? This is just a setup temporary, but we just go keep leveling it up. But basically you have a lot of pent up, especially because we've been having a lot of Pluto Mars square action going on, and Capricorn energy and stuff like that. So heed is the word for Mars retrograde for y'all. Heed, just heed. Heed the that energy that's all pent up inside you, that's been wanting to come out, because we've been in this flux of like, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do within this flux and how I want to move forward, whether that's through your career, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's in, home and family, like whatever it is that has been on your mind, or whether it's these multiple things that have been on our minds of like, how do I want to reach this new level? How do I want to go to this next level of my life? It's all been pent up. So with this Mars retrograde, it's wanting you to rethink, recollect. All retrogrades are the regroup, reorganize, and so with this energy, it can be really easy to use all that, because we can start feeling like really overwhelmed and stuff. We can exert that energy out on other people. It's like an energy of buildup. So when Mars is direct, it's like, all right, this is how I feel. This is what I want to do. Fuck you. It's like, it's very direct in what it needs, direct in what it wants, direct how it wants to go about getting those things. Sexually, it can be very straightforward. It can be very aggressive. It can be very passionate. It's that general warrior like energy. But when it's in retrograde, Mars gets irritated in this, especially being in his home sign, because it's usually so straightforward with things. But now we're having to sit back. We're having to be a little bit more passive than we usually are. We have to, go back and rethink. I think of this as, I'm so sorry, y'all, that I thought that they stopped and I was waiting for them to stop, but now they're coming back. But we have to go back to the drawing board. Like, I think of Mars retrograde as like the general in the war room, you know what I mean? That has the map on the wall and it's like, all right, so here we are, and then here's where we want to be. So like, how are we going to get from this base to this base? Like, how are we going to get to this camp to this camp? I'm going to need to set a couple soldiers on this post, a couple soldiers on this post so we can get to this post. You know what I mean? It's very strategic. It wants to strategize. It wants to really assess, like, where, the caution, like, where they can go, like, where the fuck are the landmines? How can I get past the landmines and then also making it to the base and achieving the mission or the goal? So I'm going to go through all the houses. I'm going to go through each sign and all the houses that it will move through and what you can kind of expect. But I do want to continue talking about it. This is a time of, it's better of the two devils. So you can either use this Mars retrograde energy to, you could take that fire and use it destructively, and, use it, against your own self and your own will. Or you can use this Mars retrograde period to really create something beautiful, really get down to the nitty gritty. And then when we have Jupiter and Capricorn, going direct, when it's been in this place of retrograde for a couple months, like, you can use this energy to be this is both Mars, Aries energy, when it's retrograde, and Jupiter direct is very, very strategic, goal-setting energy. And sometimes when it comes to Aries, it's so quick and it's so fast to jump into things or do things that it doesn't have a sense of direction, so it can get very tired out very fast. It's cardinal fire, so it can go for something and then be like, all right, what's next? And it's like, but Aries, you still gotta finish up all the smoke that you burn back on the track. You know what I mean? And so Capricorn comes in and is like, well, Aries, I'm here to support you. If you really want this work, if you really want to get down to the bottom of this shit, I will support you in that. I will come through and support you in that, but we have to make a plan. We have to strategize the next move so we can use that energy when we do go back. Mars does go back direct in November to push you forward. So the seeds that you will be planting in this time from, September all the way through November, all the way through December, it might I add, through the rest of this year, you can really use it for good use. You just have to set the right intentions, and I'm not just saying like you just, just burn a fucking candle or burn a candle and, write something on paper and, wish, and burn it and hope that the ancestors hear it. They hear you, but you got to meet them motherfuckers halfway. You got to meet your spirits halfway. You got to be able to put in that work. And so, also Neptune is still in Pisces. So it's like, you can't get caught up in like the, wishes, hopes, and dreams of like, oh, I can get this thing and I can do. It's like, yeah, that's great that you want these things. Wishful thinking is great, but you also have to get concrete. Jupiter and Capricorn, you have to get grounded. You have to get concrete shit worked out in this reality so you can take that Neptunian, Piscean energy and bring it into this reality, so definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the signs of each house. I'm definitely going off of your rising sign, but you can also use this as your sun. You can use this as your moon. You can also use this as your Mercury and your Mars, and also Venus too. any placement that you want to use this for, you can use it, but I'm specifically countering your sun and rising. So let's get it in. All right, so for Aries, first house, I wrote physical body, the way you look, and then passive in expression in this Mars retrograde. So you could be doing things like to change your appearance, or if you're not changing your appearance, you could be setting like a new routine, like a new workout routine and stuff. And I know this is not necessarily sixth house energy, but because you have so much pent up energy going on in your first house, and this is how you outwardly see the world, and this is how you outwardly view things, and this is your, that first thing that people see, and the first way that the first thing that you, the way that you view and see things, you want to work out. You want to be working or putting your energy into something and getting all that energy out. With Mars and Aries, also too, I forgot to mention, this can be a time of accidents. Like, I'm not even just talking about like, the milk spilling on the floor. Nah. This can be a time where, and it's not funny, but like for real, y'all, like you could be driving down the street, driving down the highway or whatever, and you're blindside, you're driving, you don't even see the person you try to get over, and you just slam into a car. So especially for my Mars, my Mars first houses, my Mars and Aries, or my Aries first houses, like just be careful driving. When I talk about like the head injury, you don't want like, because Aries rules the head, so you don't want to like get into some type of collision, some offhand collision, because you got all this energy pent up. So try to do things close to home if you can. I'm not saying that you can't travel, but definitely try to do things close to home. Work on working out your physical energy, because you're going to have a lot of it. You already have a lot of it, but you have a lot of energy. And also passive aggressive behavior, which is not really Aryan energy. Is very direct when it feels what it feels. But this time period is going to make you want to be more passive in how you feel and what you say and who you say it to. And you don't want to shoot off saying anything, out the ass. Definitely check your Mercury, but for sure, first house, you don't want to say anything out the ass and then, have to face the repercussions later. So just heed to that. Taurus, this is going to be going on in your 12th house. I put on here, your intuition may be a little off, releasing anger and being clear when you're communicating. Because this is happening in your 12th house, there could be like a blurred lens energy, where basically the things that you're seeing right now aren't really what is. It's like kind of like that fog-like energy. Opportunities or something that might seem really good or seem really nice could come to you and be like, oh, this opportunity seems really good, but really is shit. So just, I'm so sorry, y'all. So just make sure that you're doing all your research. If an opportunity or a person is like, yeah, and I can drizzle you with all these things and make your dreams come true, and you're like, oh my god. Taurus really isn't like that anyway, but like I said, this is a retrograde period. Neptune is still in Pisces, so you just want to be very clear, like, and clarity, just have that clarity. Sorry, y'all, that clarity of where you at. This also comes to be clear when communicating, because now my throat is getting all weird. Be very clear. Even if your throat chakra, like you want to speak on something, but you're like trying to hesitate. No, don't hesitate. Now, I'm not saying come off super strong and like go the fuck off on somebody, but just, you can still be stern, and you can still have, apply that pressure in a way that people get where the fuck you coming from in this time period. So just definitely heed that. And once again, releasing anger. You're gonna have a lot of past triggers come up, during this period. There are things that might just tip you the fuck off, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why am I this mad? You just go off, and then you're like, why am I this mad? And instead of taking it out on somebody else, which you probably gonna want to go the fuck off on somebody, just try to figure out like why, like what is it about the situation that happened, or what somebody said, or why is that pissing you off so much? Like, what is it about that conversation, or what is it about this thing that somebody said that's like, what the, why is this pissing me off? So definitely heed that. Heed, y'all, heed the situation. Gemini, this will be going on in your 11th house. Income, motivation, group events, friendships. Definitely watch out for outbursts within groups. You might get into it with a couple of people that off GP. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I would definitely say steer clear of large groups, and if not even large groups, of just people that might piss you off. You know what I mean? Like, just steer clear of those people that you just know, like, this motherfucker's gonna say some shit, and I'm gonna go the fuck off, and it's not gonna be pretty. Just, if you already know, if that's the energy, because you're very perceptive, like, you can pick up on things before you get there, Gemini. So, like, if you feel like a motherfucker might be in that kind of energy, just don't even entertain it. You just be like, you know what? I'm actually gonna go. No love lost to all y'all. I just got some things, that I need to do. Or just quietly just exit the building. It's not for you. Income. Now, this is what I definitely want to say. This is a great time for you to, like, figure out, like, what you want to do financially. You know what I mean? Like, I know you definitely, Gemini's always looking for the most part, I'm going to say always, but definitely this time, like, looking for streams of income. You have a lot of ideas, but you don't know how to implement them. Definitely get down to the nitty gritty of what your passion is. I know you have a lot of them, Gemini. I get it. And the North Node is a Gemini. I get it. But find something that you can stick to, that you can build, that you can grow. Capricorn is coming up for me in my mind. Get with a Capricorn, or get with somebody with strong Capricorn energy that can motivate you and keep you focused and motivate you to want to keep going and doing the things that you do without getting sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that really is supportive in your endeavors and not only just cheers you on, but somebody that's going to help you get to where you need to go. That's going to stay on your ass. I did say steer clear of group events. Just heed y'all. Just heed. Cancer, this will be going on in your 10th house. Goals. How do you want to move? You know what I mean? Public emotional outbursts. Chill. And make a plan and go back to the basics. So Cancer, because Mars is going to be happening in your 10th house, which is your house of, like, public, it's your career house and things like that. I would definitely say maybe for these next couple months, I'm not saying that you can't be on social media and stuff like that, but just really watch, what you say and how you say it. I'm not saying that you can't express your truth, but you might feel like you might want to go the fuck off on somebody, I know I keep saying this and a lot of y'all is like going down, but this is Mars, all right, in its home sign of Aries. So you don't want to say some shit, once again, I think I said this for Taurus. You don't want to say some shit that you might regret, end up having to, like, fall back and, like, go back and apologize for. Just chill. And this could even be, even if it's not in your house of, because it is your 10th house, even if it's not in your public career or, your public life, this could be just, I don't want to say home, but just people that are close to home, or maybe even people that you work with, even if it's not, like, publicly, like you going on live or going on social media saying some shit, somebody that you work with. So this could be directly and reflect of your money, and your, just all the stuff that you got going for yourself. Definitely set new goals, set new intentions for your goals, stick to those goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, really get in on where you want to be in these next couple months. where you want to be in these next 6 months, where you want to be in the next year, 5 years, like really. And I'm not saying that you have to have it all down packed, like, okay, I got it, I know exactly no, but just start somewhere. Start building that shit out. Start really getting down to the nitty gritty of like, where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? How do I want to do it? And stick to it. As I said, make a plan, go back to the basics, clear your space, clear your energy, get your mind right, get yourself going. I definitely say, just like Aries too, I mean, I feel like everybody should get active, but for you especially, when you do start to feel those emotions, when you do start to feel that pent up energy, Cancer, please go work out, take a walk, go in nature, bitch. Like, do what it is that you need to do, because there are going to be people that, or even if it's not people, you're just going to feel that energy of like just wanting to go the fuck off, especially like public, like publicly. And you might say something that you didn't mean in like negative or bad spirits, but for some people it might come off that way. And I'm not saying that you have to be a people pleaser, bitch. I'm just saying that you might just say something that it just backlashes, and so just heed that. Maybe just take some time away from social media. If you need to plan like your social media out, if you have to be on social media, then do so. Plan it out to where you just have posts or something like that. But other than that, just lay low and stack your bread. Leo, this will be going on. Leo rising suns, this will be going on in your 9th house. Your faith, I put faith wavered. What's my purpose? Spirituality in question, going back to the drawing board. How do I want to expand? So for my Leo risings, you can really be out here like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I don't really know where I want to go. I don't really know where I want to be. I don't really know what I want to do. I'm just kind of here. I'm just trying to figure some shit out. I would definitely say for my Leos, my Leo risings, especially, like, y'all definitely need to take some time, I feel like, to recollect and regroup in nature. You need quiet time, you need space, that Sagittarian guru, because this is the 9th house, so that Sagittarian guru energy of going on top of the mountain, and it could be a physical mountain, or just taking that time away and getting back to that regal Leo energy of like really trying to figure out what your next steps are. And I feel like when you do get quiet, I feel like your ancestors will speak to you through that time and place of quietness. I know I'm moving around a lot, y'all. I'm on my knees in this concrete. It's hard as hell. Maybe that's what you need to do. Get on your knees, get grounded, get on a flat surface, get quiet, and let that come to you. Let your spirits, let your ancestors, let those people come to you and restore you and refill or fill you up. Fill back up your cup and get away from distractions that keep you down and keep your energy low and keep you, you know what I mean? Another thing I would definitely say to my Leos is maybe backing off the alcohol, drugs, maybe backing off of that for a minute so your mind can get clear, maybe doing a detox so your mind can get clear, so your energy can get clear. I'm getting it's like a lot of mucus in here. I would definitely do some type of detox where you maybe get some green juices or drink lots of water. Matter of fact, let me drink some water while I'm at it. Drink lots of water, Leo, because you got a lot going on up in the nasal area. Even if you're not feeling it, it's just a lot of energy going on up here. So just heed. Detox and heed. Virgo, this is going to be going on in your 8th house. I put intimacy repressed, review of partnerships, and delays on that money. So basically, if you... I'm seeing this as like you not really feeling sexually aroused. and from not being sexually aroused, and you feel like creatively you're kind of like, I don't fucking know what I want to do, you know, and it overall your confidence can kind of waver because you're not feeling like this passion, you know, because everything's been slowed. I would definitely say, just like Leo, you probably need to take some time alone. Go into your hermit cave, go on top of your mountain, you know, get quiet, you know, because the delays on the money, there might be delays in money, or, you know, somebody can be coming and asking for money from you, or you're waiting for money from somebody else. So that can factor in of like this energy, you know, like really. You also need to review like the people that you're around, partnerships, whether it's partnerships in business, partnerships in a relationship, or friendships. You kind of need to do a quick press on like, do I want to be around these motherfuckers or not? You know what I'm saying? Like you need to just do a quick check in with yourself and figure out if these are the people that you want to be moving on to this next level with. I'm not saying that you have to cut everybody off, but I am saying one thing that I've been hearing a lot these past couple of weeks is like, you are who you hang around. So if you're hanging around people who aren't good for you, who aren't motivating you, who aren't inspiring you to do better for yourself, and that's in all aspects of your life, do you really need to be hanging out with them? You know, do you really need to be spending so much time? Because you are a giving person. You do have a lot of, you know, you love to serve and things like that. But sometimes you can kind of take that a little bit too far, you know? Experience. You could take that a little bit too far. And so you just want to really put that energy back into yourself. Get intimate with yourself. You know, get to know yourself on a deeper level. And I'm not just talking about intimacy and sex, but really what turns you on, what gets you going, what lights your fire, Virgo. You know what I mean? What gets you right? You know, you have your 12th house is Leo. So really connect with that lioness energy that you already have, and get back to it. You feel me? And yes, Libra, your 7th house. So partnerships, older, new or old, less direct, heat arguments in relationships, projects could be delayed. So you might be meeting somebody, you know, or this can be an old relationship of this person coming in that can be very, you know, scorpionic, you know, of energy of like not really wanting to reveal themselves, not really wanting to reveal too much, but they have a lot of deep energy in them. Like they have a lot of, like it just basically takes time to get to know this person. It's not saying that like, because most people are like, oh, Scorpios is secretive, blah, blah, blah. And to a degree they can be, but I feel like a lot of times for Scorpios, it's just a form of protection of themselves. It's just a form of, you know, wanting to make sure that the person is, you know, coming with the right intentions for them to be able to open up. So just don't necessarily, I would say, disregard the whole relationship of this person, or not, and not even if this is Scorpio, but just Scorpion like energy of like being just very like, you know, taking a minute for you to get through the door, get through and open up and be in there. You know what I'm saying? So they might be a little bit less direct than you're used to, and harder to reach, but it might be what's best for you in order to have a relationship that goes deeper than just superficial, no shade Libra, but really superficial things that maybe you have looked for in the past. Heat arguments in a relationship, just walk away. It's not that deep. Just keep it pushing. Keep it going. If motherfuckers want to argue with you in this time, deuces. Bye-bye. Can't do it. Have a nice day. Projects might be delayed also in this period in time. projects or, once again, partnerships and things like that. There might be a couple delays in that of like, well, let's just meet another time, or let's just talk another time, or can we push this back to another date and things like that. So take it easy, Libra. Just take it easy. That's what something's telling me to tell you. Just take it easy in this time. Scorpio, this will be going on in your sixth house. You're at a place of work and routine and health. Frustrations with the day-to-day, physical appearances and possible health issues. Work out, Scorpio. If you haven't already, please. One thing I could say for all of this, frustration, because you are also, even though you're Pluto, you're Mars ruled as well. So work the fuck out as much as you can. Just work out. Get that energy up out of you. And I won't even just say take a walk. Like, for Scorpio, you need to be jumping jacks, push up, running. You need to be, get in that Aries, not even just Aries, it's just y'all's mode. This is y'all's domain. Like, get in that mode of like getting the fuck up, going out for a run, you know what I'm saying, pressing on the ground, you know what I'm saying, getting the motherfucking kettlebell, bitch, get it in so you can get that energy out, because if not, it's going to be pent up and it's going to cause health issues internally, and you're going to be wondering why you feel the way you feel, because you're not getting that energy out. It's just so stuck up in you, and it's just building up in you, you know what I'm saying, especially if you have a lot of Aries placements. Too, like, baby, get it moving, get it going. Okay, Sag, this is going to be going on in your fifth house. So there could be blockages in creativity, lover, or child relationship could go the fuck up, questioning your purpose or a lover. And Sag, for you, I feel like this can be this could be a good time for everybody, but you specifically, like, if you're feeling blocked, pick up a pen and pad, go make some music, maybe go out on a date with somebody, like a nice, it doesn't have to be anything serious, but just go out on a nice, cool, fun date. Maybe go to like a Dave and Buster's, bitch. Just do something. And I'm not trying to call them, for the dudes that's watching this, I ain't trying to call y'all bitches, but just in the general sense, we just gonna use this as a noun, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever you want to use it as, I don't fucking know. But just go out, have a good time, you don't necessarily don't go too hard. All right, but just do things to really, explore and discover different sides and different parts of your creativity. As far as like, lover or a child relationship, it could blow up, like it could go like it could be some shit that goes down, but don't let that overshadow like all the months that you going in for these next couple months. Like, you don't want that. You don't want that, Sag. Like, you don't want all that like extra shit. Just focus on like ways that you can really go about expressing your creativity on a new level. This can also be like a new lover coming in, or a new person coming in. It can be very sexual, because you do have so much pent up energy. There can be a lot of like, it could just be a very sexual relationship. But I would just say, before y'all get knocking boots, because it might not be like that on the other side come November, just heed. Look, heed. That's the word. Like, just take your time with it. You know what I mean? Before y'all get to knocking boots, just take the time. You know what I mean? Even if it doesn't last past November, just take that time. Build out that foreplay, and however you want to build it out, and see what comes of it on the other side after November. Capricorn, this will be going on in your fourth house. The home life could be a little shaky. Okay, home life could be a little shaky. Arguments with family members, and then figuring out what is home for you, or what you want to do. I would say, especially because this is going to be going down in your home life, take some time alone, Capricorn. And if you don't take some time necessarily alone, I would definitely say be around people that make you feel at home, that ain't bringing you no drama, no bullshit or nothing like that. But you definitely need to take time for yourself. This is a time for that because you have a lot of energy already going on in your sign. Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, you have already all that shit going on. So it's just a lot of like Capricorn heavy energy. And so you need to take that time for yourself. I also want to mention too, I didn't write it down, but like kind of like what I told Leo, like if you are drinking and smoking to try to get over a situation or just try to, I guess, escape from your feelings and your emotions and stuff like that, Cancer's coming up. Get around some Cancerian energy. I know you want to act like you don't like it, but you love it. Bye. Get around some Cancerian energy. It's crazy because I have a Capricorn stellium. I have a Leo, Capricorn, and Virgo stellium, but I have a Cancer moon. So it's like when I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm in my Capricorn bag, I go back to Cancer, my moon, to kind of like really pull me out of like, and not saying that I use Cancer to like, fix my shit. I just look to Cancer to be like, all right, bitch, like you know what I mean? Like, help me feel my emotions, like help me, not necessarily help me feel my emotions, but support me in understanding like my emotions on a deeper level. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it can be hard for Capricorn to really dig in that place. So look to your opposite sign, to help you facilitate that and get through that. Aquarius, this is going to be going on in your third house. Communication, transportation delays. Keep it pushing on projects. And may need some time to retreat. I feel like everybody needs some time to really retreat. I do, and kind of get down to the bottom of what they need. But there are specific times I've already mentioned. But you, Aquarius, you are one of those communication delays. So I definitely, this is coming up like emails or text messages that you send out or just communicating with people online. Aquarius, you might say some shit that motherfuckers will be like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? Just, I would just say keep your head down and focus on, whatever project, whether that's a career project, whether you're doing a project at home or redecorating. I don't know why that's coming up, but definitely like redecorating or reorganizing or doing something. Just keep focused in using whatever, creativity or just because Capricorn is in your 12th. So it's like maybe just getting down to the bottom of like what you need, and I say that because Jupiter is direct. Jupiter in Capricorn is direct, so it's going on in your 12th house right now. So maybe just stay focused and keep your head down and keep focusing on like your goals and things that you want to do. So you can kind of, just get refocused. I know I keep saying that, but for real, I would just say keep your head down and keep it pushing. And don't let like if you are traveling or going to another place or taking a short trip and let's say something happens to break down, the car happens to break down, you run out of gas, you for some reason can't go through, don't get mad, get glad, and just know that everything happens for a reason and maybe it's just not time for you to move on those things, okay? Okay. Pisces, this is going to be going on in your second house. And money, value, and things like that. This is going to be a time to stand on your own. I feel like there's a part of, and not all Pisces, but there's a part of Pisces sometimes that can enter codependent relationships with people. Because sometimes Pisces, because it is the sign of unconditional love and it just wants to give it all. Because it's trying to figure it doesn't really know how to. Pisces knows how to be alone, but sometimes being alone can be a lot for Pisces as well. I know it's just a weird dynamic, but it could be a lot for Pisces because it's so used to giving in serving. You know, its opposite sign is Virgo, so it's just so used to that energy. So when it doesn't, it's like, I don't really know. But this is about you, Pisces. This is about your value and knowing that you are valuable and knowing, you know, and I feel like you are coming into that. I can say that myself as a Pisces rising, like knowing how valuable you are and you know, seeing your value for what it is, that royal Piscean energy that I feel like sometimes you push off to the side because you don't want to shine so hard, you don't want to shine so bright. Not that you don't want to, but you feel like sometimes that you have to kind of level down for people, and that's not where we at no more. You know what I'm saying? You have money, new money making ideas. You're past the this is just the material world. I live in the spiritual world, so what the fuck is this all for? You're past that. You know, you're at a point now, I feel like, especially with everything that's happened, is like you know what you want to do. And even if you don't know what you want to do, you know and see your value for what it is. You see your value for what it's worth, and you are not accepting anything else. I know that's where I'm at, and I might be projecting a little bit, but for my Pisces that are there, you know, I just want to let y'all know, like, keep it pushing, keep it going. You like, don't let somebody dictate what is gonna be best for you. Don't let anybody dictate how you need to move. You just need to move with spirit, and you need to move with what you feel like is best for you, Pisces. Okay. Take some time for yourself as well. Like me, I'm just like in this box right now because I'm just like, I need time to just really get this stuff out, get some videos out that I've been saying that I need to get out. So I'm just spending time in here doing my thing, and we gonna keep building, we gonna keep rocking. But other than that, I think this is the longest video I've ever done. It's crazy, but it's dope at the same time. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I hope that, you know, this Mars retrograde transit, I hope y'all use it to the best that y'all possibly fucking can. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. I'll be seeing y'all real soon. I will be dropping the Jupiter direct video as well very, very soon. And I also will, for real, be dropping the rising sign video. So y'all make sure y'all check out that. You can visit me at araneastorm.com. You can visit me at araneastorm.wix.com/info. I will be updating the website soon. I will, because I definitely need to do that. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, a personal natal consultation, Mars activations, North Node, activations, hit me up. Tell a friend, spread the love, spread the wealth, do what you do, and I will too. Araneae Storm checking in, check it out. Peace.